Are we live? Are we live? And can everyone hear me? Hopefully you can. Hello there. Hopefully we get. Hopefully everyone can hear me, and hopefully everything is going well. Yeah, we can hear. All right, awesome. Well, yes, we are live. Well, hello everybody. What's up, guys? Canadian Guy here, and we are back with was going to be the Summer Game Mess, the Summer Game Fest, General Kenobi. Um, and today should be interesting at the bare minimum. Um, I'm already seeing people asking and hoping that Spyro 4 is going to be here. And I want to give a word of caution to hype responsibly because I don't know. Um, I don't want to like turn around and say like, no, don't have hope. No, I don't want to say that either. Um, I don't want to say that, but also at the same token of time, I don't want people to be yelling at me because they're disappointed. So I don't know. We of course have hope. Yo, games confirmed for real. Oh boy, Lozzie, how's it going, Lozzie? Is that a Josh Allen jersey? Yes, it is. It is a Josh Allen jersey. I had it on today. I was like, you know what? I don't think I've ever worn a jersey on stream, or if I have, it hasn't been a lot. So I figured that I'd wear the only sport team that I basically support, which is the the Buffalo Bills. So give me a second here. Yeah. So okay. So we got a little bit before the actual stream starts. So give me a second here. And we got a little bit of time before the actual stream starts. I do I if you guys want, I can play some Pokemon while we wait, or we can just kind of chill. Give me a second here. Let me just get this set up. Doop, doop. There we go. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully, I hope that all the audio is nice and clearish at least. So, but yeah, today should be interesting. I don't want people yelling and screaming if something is or isn't there, no matter what it is. Um, no matter what it is, I don't want. Let's try not to have too much crying and screaming. Hopefully, uh, but when it comes to when it comes to Summer Game Fest, it's a coin flip. It genuinely is a coin flip. Which, by the way, we are actually going to be. Here's a well. Actually, this isn't the prototype, but this is close to the final product. We are doing some interesting stuff from. Fine, I'll just sit. Puts glow sticks and rave music away. Oh, is it? Maurice came out here raving. Lozzie was out here raving. Hey, King donated $2 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Hey, CG, top predictions. Ooh, top predictions. Should I put the clown nose on and say Kingdom Hearts 4? No, I'm kidding. I joke because it's a joke. With whoa, calm down, Lozzie. No, I joke because I do want to see Kingdom Hearts 4, and for myself because I do like Kingdom Hearts, but more for my friend who absolutely adores Kingdom Hearts and more details on that. So I was hoping that maybe we see that today. Um, we're probably going to see more of Borderlands. I'm trying to think of. I really want to see a big surprises, like some nostalgic big surprises. I want to see that. I don't want to see. Oh yeah, we also got to start the gun counter because we have no idea, how many shooty shooty bang bang games are going to be. Right. So, in terms of this one, in terms of Summer Game Fest, I'm actually kind of actually I can say one prediction. I think PlayStation is going to reveal God of War here. Um, that's my one kind of like I think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do the God of War game that got allegedly leaked, where apparently it's going to be not a regular God of War game. I think it's going to be a Metroidvania, and it's back to the Greek God of War. So I think it's very much going to be like that Prince of Persia game that recently come out, The Lost Crown, where it's that side scroller Metroidvania. Yeah. So yeah, death, taxes, and Jeff Keighley front loading his shows. Absolutely. Here's the thing. I'm gonna make this prediction. When you yeah, why is it doing that? I don't know why. I'm not sure why my microphone is being squirrely with me today. Hopefully we can do something like this. Hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better this way. But so Jeff Keighley has a tendency to really front load his shows. He front loads, and what I mean by that is that he puts all the biggest hype spots in the first half. Then the third quarter is like death biscuits with maybe one or two decent reveals, and then quarter four is like the excitement starts to go back up, and then for the final reveal to actually be something big, it's like a coin flip. It's a coin flip, or it will be big-ish, but it kind of gets released kind of, like just bleh. And of course there is always the reveal that makes me angry in quarter four. There's always a quarter four always has, or the end of quarter three, which is meaning, so when I say quarters, I mean like first half hour, second half hour, third half hour, fourth half hour, just in case that people are wondering. So Q1 is typically always hype. If Q1 is not hype, either Jeff Keighley has put everything in the back, or it's a terrible show. Q2 is typically also good. Q3 is typically like, somebody shoot me, please, with the 17 gun games that were announced. And then Q4 is with a coin flip on the last game being whether worthy of like the finale. And there's always one game that personally drives me insane, and it's always a giant marketing spot for a big mobile game that is clearly going to be like pretty bad, and you can tell that they invested a lot of money into the ad, but the game in of itself, they put more money in the advertising than the game itself. And it always comes off as really like gross. That is always what I see in typical Jeff Keighley shows. I don't want him. Mobile game slop. Yeah, there's always a mobile game slop slot. We'll call it the slop slot. There we go. The mobile game slop slot. And it's the Concord effect. We could call it that. The Concord effect. So, yeah, that's where my frustration lies, and how Jeff Keighley builds these games, is that he gets paid to, because everyone thinks, okay, typically you start with a banger, and then you would think the hype line, you know what, here we go. We're going to go to Photoshop for this. Here we go. I'm going to pull here we go. We're going to do the Photoshop skills here. Are we ready? I know I'm not. Here we go. Make sure that looks good. Yeah, that looks fine. There we go. Okay. Here we go. We got the Photoshop stuff out. You ready? Here we go. Typically, if you want a good show, you typically, if you have a graph here of excitement, right? Time, excitement. Typically, you want to start, if you got up here is most exciting, down here is least exciting, and your time. Typically, you kind of want to start like this. You kind of want to start here, or maybe even up here. Somewhere surprising, something good, like, oh, wow, I didn't expect that, right? Then you should go down to here. Slowly rise. And then, oh, there's a surprise. Right? Then back down. Slowly rise. And then, oh, there's a surprise, right? Slowly rise. And then it should look like this. Right? And then the end should look like that. This is how I think you should do a like in terms of reveals. You got your start off big, you go, and then you have your spikes of surprises. Your spikes of surprises, and then you have this. But this is how Jeff does it. This is how Mr. Keeley does it. So it starts off up here, and then it does this, and then it starts doing this, and it'll do this, doing this, doing this, and then it's like, all right, you got a 50% shot of this line doing this, or you got a shot of it doing that. And I don't like that. This is how Jeff Keeley does his shows. And I do not know why. I don't know why. I don't know why he does it. I don't know why he books it like that. I don't get it. It's either that or that. One or the other. For Jeff Keeley. And I don't like it. Because in my opinion, when you have it like this, you start big bang, then you go down small, and you have surprises, and you get increasing excitement, with surprises. So what you do is what you basically do is that if you wanted to do this, you find, okay, what is like your number one? What's your most exciting? Then you figure out your second most exciting. Then you put your third most exciting at the front. Right? So first, second, third, or fourth. Then you go with the least, the smallest, and the least exciting going up. And then and then let's say you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say you have 6 big. Oh, did my Streamlabs not go up? I am very sorry. Why did it not go off? Probably because I may have turned off the alerts. Did I turn? I thought I turned them on. Why did they not turn on? Oh, maybe because the desktop audio was off? Thank you for letting me know. Ray Johnson donates $6.79 through Streamlabs. Thank you so much. Second donation to stream. Hey, CG, one of my 40-hour vacations starting today. Just wanted to say hello, and here's hoping. You gotta believe. Thank you. Sorry. I don't know why that didn't go off. If someone sends another donation, I will double check to make sure. Thank you so much. You gotta believe it's gonna come. I don't know if it's gonna come today, but it's gonna come as long as nothing changes. So let's say you have your top 6 exciting games reveals. Okay, you put your third or fourth one here. You put your most exciting, your second most exciting. Then you put your third or fourth here. Your fifth, or no, sorry, no. You put your third or fourth here. You put your fifth, and you put your 6th most exciting. Right? You rank it from most exciting to least exciting, and then you try to fill this graph, right? Third or fourth, depending on how big you got, right? This is what you try to do. Sorry, I messed up the graph already, but you get my point. You get my point. The point is that you don't want this. You don't want that. And that's how some of the Game Awards go. And or Jeff Keighley shows. I don't like it. I don't like how Jeff paces his shows. So I'm hoping that Jeff does not front load the show again this year. Again. Because, like there's some Summer Game Fest I remember ranting and saying like it was like a 6 out of 10, but it could have been an 8 out of 10 if it was the same trailers just repositioned. Because was it Summer Game Fest or Game Awards where we opened with Borderlands 4? Like he opened with Borderlands 4. That's huge. It technically starts in half an hour. You gotta believe. He definitely has an inconsistent flow to his shows. Yeah, he does very much. Y'all ready for some video games? Thank you so much, Braxton Richens, who's been a member for 54 months. Thank you so much for all your support. Now, my question to all of you guys is, what do you guys expect to see? Well, let me quickly send out my alerts here. Real quick. Summer. All right. Watch. No, I think that this year we really, really need some good stuff. We really do for like outside of like the Crash and Spyro space, like even outside the Crash and Spyro space, we need some good stuff. I want to see stuff that was inspired because of Astrobot being so successful. Even if it's just a verbal announcement, I want to see some those titles that were like, "Hey, because of Astrobot, we're gonna do this now." I'll do this. I gotta edit one quick thing too, real quick. Uh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Did I say my hype news? You did not. And I would like to hear. I'm just waiting for Pokemon's and Animal Crossing. Do you think ZA would be here? Do you think ZA would be here? They did just open up they did just open up pre-orders for it, so I'm wondering if there's some activity or something on that end. I'm hoping. Yeah, let me just send this to the Discord and my YouTube, and then I'll be able to have my full attention. And again, I would love to be able to hear what you guys are wanting, not just wanting to see, but predicting. Like, what do you guys think is going to be there? Because, I might agree, disagree. I because I'm interested to hear where your guys' thoughts are. Right now, my thoughts are, this there needs to be something. Um, there needs to be something big here from Sony. I think that's a big thing. Is that Sony? Hold on. And I know that we just had the state of play, and I get you, but still, right now, Sony doesn't have any first major, like nothing that's coming to mind right now. I got my speedrunning game in ESA at the end of the month. Awesome! Congratulations! That's awesome, Lozzie. Thank you. Ape Escape remake. Hey, a fan can dream, right? Let me tell you something. Oh, I'm a Bills fan. I very much. I've been a Bills fan with my family all my life, and I definitely got more into it, especially the last couple of years. I've always liked the Bills. I've always watched them, and I've always tuned in. But the past couple of years has been a little. I've been kind of watching a bit more and doing like and getting more invested into it. So Rush 5 Rider donated $1 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. I just got a... let's see here. Sorry. Hey, Aaron Streaks, how's it going? Okay. Going back real quick. That they finally the worst team in the league. They were my whole. Oh yeah, they were definitely a thing. Okay, so quick recap from PlayStation. For those who kind of want to get an idea. So Lumens Arise, which it was not Tetris, was there. Pragmata finally got an updated release date. Romeo is a dead man. It felt like that Romeo spiked my drink. Silent Hilf, if that's your thing. Bloodstained Scarlet Engagement. Digimon Story gets a release date. FF Tactics Remaster. Baby Steps. Hirogami. Hot Shots Everyone Golfs. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Kyorn. Mortal Kombat Collection. A new fight stick that will cost probably $1 bajillion, an update of Metal Gear Snake Eater, Nioh 3, a demo was released, Thief VR, Tides of Tomorrow, 5 new challenge levels for Astro, Sea Remnants, Sword of the Sea, FBC Firebreak, a spin-off of Control, some PS classics, a James Bond game called First Light, Ghost of Yote showed up and then left and didn't do anything. And then they announced Tokon Souls Marvel, and then they did a deep dive. So if you wanted to know the quick update as to what happened on the state of play, that's what happened. And my problem is that there's not enough first party in there. There is a lot, like, as like if this was like a third party, like, hey, we're just going to show off a whole bunch of stuff that we have. If this, and also might I add, it's like someone posted there's like 8 of these games I just mentioned are also coming to Xbox day one. So like, it's kind of, you know, up to date 30, donate $5 super chat. Welcome back again. How's it going? Hi CG. What games are likely to be shown in the Summer Game Fest? So for me, like I said, I think the one thing that is definitely probably going to happen is going to be the God of War game. That God of War game seems to be something that a lot of people have been talking about, and I think they did say that PlayStation is going to be at. PlayStation did say that they were going to be here. I don't know why my super chats are not going off. Why are they not going off? They should be. I apologize if they're not going off. If I'll have to fix that after the stream. Let's see here. So I think that's going to be probably a secret reveal is the God of War game. What's something else? Something else that we might be looking forward to. I think that I don't know. Has Nintendo said that they're going to be there? Has Nintendo said that they're going to be there? Because there may be like a quick little haha. By the by, if you guys want to help me out, we are 45 subscribers away from hitting 82,000 subscribers. If I did my math correctly. Yeah, 45. We are 45 subscribers away from hitting 82. And we have been actually hitting a bit of a roll on the subscriber train because apparently YouTube Shorts is the way to do it, which kind of blows my mind still. I've been trying to post a YouTube short a day while also working on my other content. But if you guys, we have 170 here, do a sub check. See if you're subscribed. If you're not and you're interested, go ahead. If you're not and you don't, that's also okay. But hey, ain't nothing wrong with a sub check just to see like, oh, I'm not subscribed. because we need 45 and we'll hit 82,000. We might hit 82,000 on stream, maybe, because there is definitely we sometimes do get quite a few people. So it would be very cool if we could get 45. That would be very awesome. So updating that Blade game, maybe. But rewind just a little bit to what I was saying. We definitely need, PlayStation needs to get off their tuchas and get something. They need to get something decent in terms of first party out there. They have to, they should, they need to. Because right now, it's like, off the top of your head, what are the 2 PlayStation first party, not second or third, first party IPs that you guys think of that hasn't come out yet? What, Days Gone remaster? That might even be out by now. I'm not even sure on that, but Days Gone, Wolverine, which we haven't seen any updates for, and Ghost of Yote. Right? That's 3. Is there any more that you can think of? No, that we have confirmed in development. Like, we know that is in development and announced by Sony. Wolverine, Ghost of Yote, and Days Gone Remaster. Oh, and the Naughty Dog's game that won't come out until the the end of 2030. We don't got an official Ratchet and Clank trailer. We don't got an official Sly Cooper trailer. I mean, stuff that we already know is coming. Yeah, Intergalactic. Anything else? Okay, so yeah, the Days Gone remaster is already out. So, okay, so scratch that. That's it. 3 first-party titles. 3. That's it right now. That I can think of. Is there any more? Any more from PlayStation first party? Elena! Donate $50 super chat. Thank you. Thank you. If the alerts don't go off, I apologize. But thank you, Elena. You are amazing. Always the biggest sweetheart. $5 from Grandma. She's watching. Say hello, everyone. Hello, Grandma. Listen, Grandma, there might be some violent stuff on the stream. I hold no responsibility for stuff. We try to keep it family friendly, but if they decide to take a hacksaw and go to town, that's not on me. The other 45 is for me. Just to say thank you for trying to help with Super Chats and give me an early victory, however, for 82K subs. Thank you, Elena. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You are amazing. Thank you so much as always for your love and support. We really appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, that's really it. So unfortunately, PlayStation is kind of sitting here like and Death Stranding 2. Okay, Death Stranding 2. Is Okami PlayStation exclusive? Is Okami 2 PlayStation exclusive, or is that going to be multi-platform as well? Death Stranding 2. Okay, so that is... Okay, so 4 games. Death Stranding, Ghost of Yote, Brain Fart, Death Stranding, Ghost of Yote, still a brain fart. I just said it. I literally just said it. Wolverine and Intergalactic. So, 4 games announced. That's it. That's first party from PlayStation. That's it. That's all they got. And to me, that is wild. That's wild to me. I don't get it. So, they are going to be announcing that God of War game, which will be very cool. Oh, we got a timer. We got ourselves a timer, ladies and gents. There we go. So we'll go here, and then when it's time for the show, when it's showtime, it will look like this. This is showtime, but for now, while we wait, it will look like this. The Golf Gamer. Hey, yo, how's it going? So even if you include that fifth God of War game, it's only 5 games that's announced coming out soon, like relatively soon, like just public. That's not enough. That ain't enough. Now Xbox has a cornucopia of games right now to come out because they have taken forever to release. Like they still have Fable, they still have that one stylized RPG title. There's a whole bunch of games that they have. The next Forza, there's a whole bunch of games they have announced, but or Everwild, they have like 10 titles in development that have already been Perfect Dark. They have like 10 titles in development, and 80% of them have been delayed for a decade. So I don't know. Chance of Spyro 4 being teased today. So, if Spyro... Okay. So, because some people have asked, and of course because of, social media and stuff, if you were here if you were here for the State of Play, you already heard this, but I'm going to repeat it for those who weren't here for the State of Play, and so on. So, one of the things that... there was a bunch of reports that came out, a whole bunch of reports that came out that said that there was a leaker that said that Spyro 4 is going to be at the Xbox showcase. And I thought, okay, that's interesting. And I looked into the leak. I dug into it. Like, oh, so-and-so source is so-and-so. Okay, who did they source it from? And I found the source. I found the originator source of what was said about there being a Spyro 4 and Double Fine's next project being announced at this upcoming Xbox showcase. I am here to say that I'm not saying it's impossible, but there is no public information about it, because when I went to go and look at the original video that this was all sourced from, it was in Spanish. So I then watched the auto dubbing, and then someone who actually spoke Spanish watched the video as well and informed me. And both the auto dubbing and the person that spoke Spanish both informed me that the person that stated that it was going to be there, it was a mistranslation, and it was them predicting that it would be there because of an educated guess. So them being sourced as being like, oh, they did a fake leak. No, they did not do a fake leak. At worst, they worded it poorly, and that's the worst thing that you can say as to what they said. And people took it as, oh, he's confirming that Spyro 4 and Psychonauts are going to be there because he expects them to be there because it's in development or whatever. At worst, it was poor wording on their part, but overall, there was if they watched the full clip of what people were like recommending and saying that this is where the source is from, the person even said, this isn't a confirmation. This is just based because I don't know the show details, but this is based off of details that I think. So that rumor was then, that video was taken at face value, and then someone ran with it and said, so-and-so thinks that Spyro 4 is going to be at Xbox. And then it got twisted and twisted and twisted and twisted. Now, am I saying that it won't be there? No, I'm also not saying that either. What I am saying, though, is that there is no public information out there confirming that it is there. So let me make that clear. There is no public information out there that confirms that Spyro and Psychonauts Double Fine, the creator of Psychonauts, their next title is going to be there. There's no public information. And the person that suggested that is not to blame, because they didn't even say that, but it was mistranslated, misheard, whatever you want to call it. And people took with it and ran of it with them saying that they did say that, which is not what happened. So that's one thing. Now, the second thing is we are in the dark when it comes to Spyro. We are in the dark. There are questions and details that I think that we kind of need. There are questions and things that we kind of need to go through because we don't know how Spyro is being handled. Is Spyro going to be handled by Activision, or is it going to be handled by Xbox? Are we following Activision's advertising, which we actually have a tracking on how Activision markets their games, because even after the acquisition, they are still doing the same thing, which is announcements about 6 months before, all these reveals leading up to it, and then bang, there it is. It's the same thing that they did before with other projects, and they did that with Tony Hawk. But the way that Spyro is being positioned, the Spyro 4, the way it's being positioned, it doesn't seem like it's going to be handled in that department by Activision, but it feels like it's leaning towards Xbox. But we don't know. We don't know. But also, I would say that I don't think that Spyro would show up at the Xbox showcase. I don't think so. And let me explain why. I think Spyro has a... If Spyro were to reveal during the Summer Game Fest mess, the Summer Game Festivus, okay? If it were to be revealed during this timeline, if it were, then I think it would be more likely to be revealed at Summer Game Fest and not at the Xbox exclusive show. And that's because Spyro is going to be a console agnostic, center. It's going to release on PlayStation and Xbox day one, maybe even Switch. I don't know about that. I'm just kind of spitballing at that point. And because of that, I don't think they want to have that at an exclusive showing. I think they want to try to position themselves as a very neutral show, like Summer Game Fest, like Game Awards, like anywhere like that. Even what's it called? The one in August. What is it? The one in Germany, August. Gamescom, right? I think that would be more likely the positioning that Xbox is going to take, is a more neutral show and not so much a Xbox exclusive show. And that's because Spyro is obviously more well known in the PlayStation era of things, but of course they're not going to have their thing show at an exclusive PlayStation event, so they would show it at a neutral event that would kind of celebrate both titles, both parties. So I think if Spyro were to show up during Summer Game Fest mess, it would show up today. If I don't think it would show up at the Xbox showcase, so much so that I'm not going to stream the Xbox showcase on Sunday. I'm not going to. I take Sundays off, day of rest. I take Sundays off, so I'm not, and I'm not going to stream it. I'm not going to stream it because I'm fairly, I may have streamed it if I felt fairly confident, and I don't feel confident in it being at Xbox. I'm not saying it's not going to be at Xbox. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm not confident in it. We are not going to sit here and say, it's not going to be there. I'm saying I'm not confident in it being there. It could be, and I could be wrong, but I'm not confident. Would it be here today? At the best, we would get a tease today. At best. We would get a tease today. I don't think, but I'll also explain why I'm leaning towards no, but not impossible. The reason why I'm leaning towards no is that even if Xbox were to shift their marketing, I think that we would have gotten a hint, a subtle, lowballed hint from Toys for Bob in some way, shape, or form, because that follows their method. They always do that. Hi, my love.
Hello.
So,
My ankle, it's fine.
it's only your ankle. It's fine.
It's fine. Hello.
Hi. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Awesome.
To say hi before your thingy starts.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 hours of gun games.
It better not be.
Bullet, gun. Bang, bang, bang. Bullet,
Did you
gun.
send out a thingy where it might not be family-friendly things?
Yeah. Well, I mean, right at the start, it says rated E to RT, which is not rated to M. So, yes, just letting y'all know.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, just letting y'all know, maybe not family-friendly. So, if you're watching with kiddos, viewer discretion is advised.
Yes.
The warning is now. The warning is now. So.
You know what Daniel's doing?
What is he doing?
He walked up right behind me and grabbed me right here, For funsies.
That's fun.
Got little claws.
I love you.
Wow. Have a good summer game fest. Shooty shooty bang bang.
Here we go. It's going to be interesting.
Yay. I'll take
Yay.
spiders flying across the screen.
Yeah, if we see a tail,
Everyone's screaming.
everyone's screaming, and that's it. So,
Have fun.
hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husbands,
Tails.
hide your tails. Because they're burdening everyone out here. Am I late? No, you're. It's going to start in 4 minutes, so you should be good. Actually, we're going to. Oh my gosh, who is Stompy McStomperson up there? Goodness. Yes, please. All right, we're going to unmute this. So here we go. All right. So how is the audio balance here? I could turn it up, turn it down, turn myself, we can adjust. Also, I got my handy dandy notes, which I always bring for every game show so that we can always look back and figure out which one we're going to do. It's good. Crash Twin Sanity remake. Boy, howdy, you are swinging for the hills on that one. Hey, Zero, how's it going? All right, I'm going to turn off the sound volumes for stuff so that if stuff comes in, it doesn't go up at a very specific moment. Let's see here. We got 3 minutes left. So if you guys do donate something, let me know, and I will try. Of course, if it shows up on Super Chat, I should be able to see it. If it comes through Streamlabs, just if I don't read it, just give me a heads up. Say, ACG sent something through Streamlabs, and I got it, and we'll be able to go from there. So listen, I'm going to say this. Don't set yourself up for disappointment for today. Just be at ease. Be at ease. Right? Just be at ease. Hey, SpongeBandy Mark, how's it going? Everyone, be cool. Be cool. Don't. If it shows up today, fantastic. If it doesn't, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Be cool. Be cool. It's like, just chill, man. Just chill. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. If I see anything Spiral related, I will explode. Like, I will just erupt. But I'm not expecting it. It's just... Everyone take your pills. We're here for the vibes. Yes. There was something that Jez said that was interesting. So I'm going to preemptive myself for it. There is apparently a mass market Activision title that might be announced here. And the title that was told was apparently... Jez thinks it's Guitar Hero, which would be cool. And there is evidence to suggest that, because it's a mass Activision market title that is not Call of Duty. And while I love Crash and I love Spyro, they're not mass market. They're not like everybody buys them like crazy, right? World of Warcraft 2 Electric Boogaloo, that would be cool. So, if it's Skylanders, I would be shocked. I would be very shocked if it's Skylanders. I don't think it is, but I would be shocked if it's Skylanders. I'd be very, very shocked. All right, 20 seconds, everyone. Are we ready? Here we go. Well, Tony Hawk 3 and 4 is already out. Tyler! All right, here we go. Summer Game Festivus. Airing of games instead of grievances. Here we go. All right, yes. Viewer discretion is advised. Please, everybody.
Please
2 hours.
welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
named Jeff. All right, let's get that first big title out of the way. Welcome to the Summer Gun Fest.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to
Gun
Summer
counter.
Game Fest, a
Gun
showcase
counter.
to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time.
Can't
And
wait.
Special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead. Over the next 2 hours,
Here we
we're going
go.
to give you a whirlwind tour of dozens of games from studios big and small. From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit of everything, including, yes, some brand new game announcements.
I would expect that.
Gotta have some of those.
Oh, some.
Now, before
Only some.
we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co. Lots of great games.
Cool.
Now, the list includes beloved franchises, but sitting proudly at number 1 with over 13 million
Probably,
units sold since
Elden Ring,
February
or
is Repo, a
Repo?
groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at Semiwork in Uppsala, Sweden. And closely trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and the Oblivion remake. Absolutely. Now let's also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall. Okay. They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path.
You mean Ubisoft?
One thing is clear, with digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative
Say the
projects
name.
increasingly
Say it,
emerge from
Jeff.
outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game.
Maybe.
So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
Here we go. All right. What is it?
You think you're the Harbinger.
It's a little
You
quiet.
might be.
Oh, no! Not the copyright music! Oh, boy.
They know naught of your nature.
Very much,
You're a weapon, child.
You're a wizard, Harry! I'm sorry. The DMCA, it burns! It should be fine, I think. As long as I kind of commentate over it. What is this? Okay, so very much looks like a Souls game. It looks cool though. I mean, for 30 people. Is that a gun? Got a gun. First gun. First on the gun counter. All right, so
They'll worship you.
I mean, for 30 people, very good.
Then what?
Like, very impressive.
You're no god, but neither have they.
All right. Very much looks like a Souls game. Mortal Shell 2. I didn't play the first one, so I can't really
All right, didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Star Wars Fortnite.
Hit him with everything you've got.
Ah! No, the Jonesy with the clothes! That showed us nothing!
I think I saw Jonesy. All right. Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
I was about to make a joke. I swear to you, I was about to make a joke. Oh, I can't wait for the half-an-hour session dedicated to Kojima, and then...
Aki, great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2. So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナ
It's
にな
the
った
Kojima segment.
We hit the pandemic after
まあ
we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、まあ、コロナを体験したと思うので
Everyone experienced
コ
the
ロナを体
pandemic.
験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
まあ、考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
Okay, good. We're not going to sit here and chat for 45 minutes. Does Kojima know Jeff thinks he's his best friend? That's the relationship dynamic, and it's fantastic. I love it.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please.
Take a seat, but not there.
No smoking, please.
Bro, common courtesy. Come on now.
So you are Neil Varner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do
Smoke.
for a living?
I'm a porter.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then.
Huh?
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
Her eyes go black. Start attacking him.
The girl. You're alive. Stop. 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 Stop.
Am I watching Death Stranding or like a soap opera? What did that reveal?
Mystery. Well, that was a clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
If I don't
まあ
know,
DS2 で非常に重要なキ
In
ャラクターです。
It's a very important character,
ニールとルーシ
Neil
ー。
and
で、
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけ
I
ど、
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の
Then why show
You
it?
saw the cancer mark on both of their
すごい
hands
深いつながりがあって
So they have
これ
this
が物語
deep-
で
Ah!
and reveals
前回
throughout the
ク
story.
リフっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
まし
last
たけ
time
ど
on
マツさんがや
DS1,
って
we have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的には
Max.
彼はもういなくな
And
った
of
の
course,
で
by story,
まあ 2では出せ
he
ない
will not be in
で今回ニ
DS2.
ールっていうのが
But
マツ
this
さ
time,
んの代わりというかそ
Neo
の
will
同
be
じ
like
役割を担
We
playing
い
like the
should. We
role that
learned
Max did
nothing.
for DS2
で
this
まあクリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので
And Cliff was a very
What was
popular
that?
超える
character.
ようなキャラク
But
ター
I
を作ろ
think
うとしてまあルカ
We
さん
have
に
to
This
kind
is
of
what
like
we're
top
starting
that
with.
character.
Oh,
So
no.
Luca Marinetti was a great actor, and I
心
think
に残る演技もして
it
い
was
ただい
great.
た
He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
も
Neo,
う
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで
Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers,
Yeah, like
I
it
know.
started off good. It was
There is
okay.
more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it.
Please.
And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
ニールのゲームプレイシーンっていうの
Yes,
を出し
I'll
ます
show you
ので
the gameplay scene of
見
Neo.
に来てください
So hope you
I
enjoy.
am-
Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Either
Hideo
Jeff
Kojima,
Keighley
everyone.
has
Great to see you,
changed
Mr. Kojima.
the
Thank
rhythm
you.
of how he does the show, or we're in for a rough time.
All right, and now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Hi, Lucy.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here, you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Bit of a slow start. Yeah, bit of a.
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war. But war found me.
I don't know what this is. This an RPG?
I became
Is
like
this
them.
a turn-based?
I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death.
Blue Knight's guessing King Arthur. Forge your destiny. Okay, there we go. We got in-game. Thank you. Thank
But
you.
that's just my story.
Okay.
Go write your own.
Medieval Chronicles or Chronicles Medieval? Cool.
That was a very cool new project in a brutal European medieval world.
So
Now it's
medieval.
time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new
There we
entry
go.
in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise.
Here we go.
Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first
All
time.
right. Who's ready? Here we go. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Sonic, apparently. Jet.
Let's mix it up.
Oh! Hatsune Miku! No! What? Persona. Oh, no way! Oh, come on! They're not gonna show
Coming
SpongeBob?
in September, but that is not all. We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game.
That was pretty cool.
Sonic Racing Crossworld is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking. So you can race against all of your friends across all of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the travel ring.
Oh, no. Minecraft Steve! Oh, they're not showing SpongeBob!
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh. That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
I mean, have at it. Nice teeth. That's not where your heart goes.
Time. For some, it heals. For others, it wounds.
That's...
And for our world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago.
That's not where candles go.
But you have the power to change all of this. If time were a weapon to wield, could you undo the sins of ruin? In this time, or maybe the next.
I mean, it looks interesting.
You'll find how to save us all.
Bong. Code Vein? I didn't know there was a Code Vein 1. Epic Games. It's not Gears, is it? I don't think so. To the one. Oh. Oh, no. That's significantly worse. That's a good observation. Probably Kid's Choice, yeah. Wait. End of Abyss. Okay.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store
Gun
and
Counter
consoles.
3.
Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI
Mouse
for
PI.
Hire, developed by first-time developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
Oh yeah, we're throwing on number
There's
4.
something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
This looks good.
Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who would bend the city to their will,
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
and those who do anything to save it.
This looks good.
They won't even know what hit them.
Troy Baker's Jack Pepper.
Here we go.
Yeah, you see.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium, real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
Well, let's find out. Game of Thrones? Are we getting a Game of Thrones RTS?
You may think you know how the game is played. But this is not the game you know. Is not the game you know.
It's a doll, though. I can't wait to Zerg rush Jon Snow. Just eat him alive.
This is your legacy.
Well, there goes the legacy.
You decide who wins and who dies. Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action adventure RPG.
I will just throw that on the number 5.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth.
Oh, that's weird.
My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this.
What is this?
The dawn of a new era. The era of
Atomic Heart 2.
Heart 2.
I didn't play the first one, but I was always interested in it.
Just give me a call.
Have a good hunt, Captain.
Oh, jeez. Hopefully that we don't get nailed midstream. Hopefully not. Let's hope. Oh! Cool.
That's right. Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale.
I mean,
this time there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom. But that, believe it or not, is not all from Munfish today.
We mean a spiritual successor. It's the successor. That's why it's 2. That's how that works.
Is it
Or am I just
recording?
crazy?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube.
The Borg!
I can still barely believe it myself.
Resistance is futile.
When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness.
Resistance is futile. We are the Borg. Old man yells at giant cube.
How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
Oh man, it's all in the cube. Cube's always been there. Counter number 6, yep. What? Is it just Atomic Heart more? Oh. The cube. It's just called the cube. The cube.
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic universe on a massive levitating cube you can see there, where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe. The new retro beat 'em up coming to PC and consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play, but so far, only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet the next 2.
The cube. She-Hulk and Rocket. All right, that's the end of quarter 1.
My world. What is this place? Also, you don't have a chance.
Quarter 1.
Enough.
Shot, is that what it is?
Pick your battle, piggy.
Musashi! We both want the same thing, Musashi.
Musashi?
But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels. Words never did work between us, did they?
Sasaki Ganyu.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword.
That was a new look at Onimusha, Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom. Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years, as a team at Sans String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time in Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Okay. Give me the Muppets, Jeff.
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million punches, you'll get yourself killed!
What?
All right, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform you. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die.
Never last.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Eat bread, crap, burnt toast, carb load. This mate ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jeff.
What is this like a Muppet Punch Out? It felt that. Is it a Muppets Punch?
Super fun. Got to wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game, In Deception We Trust.
Oh my gosh.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here.
Muppet Punch Out
Gathered
was
from
not
every
on my
corner of the earth,
25
divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs.
Jeez.
Engaged in a perilous dance of wits, a game where truth is but a shadow.
Killer Inn.
Enough theatrics.
Oh.
I'll get to the point.
So, Clue?
Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game.
With guns.
The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone, and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by booting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up. Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps. Discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle. Now the paths to victory are clear.
British Among Us.
You would do well to remember. Deceit and deduction are your strongest
I
weapons in this
say,
game of
you
life or
are looking
death.
sus.
Your invitation
Jolly good.
awaits.
That was Killer Inn, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at TGA in 2021.
Scallywags are among
I know
us.
it's been a while. Their recent tech tests prove that
Got a
some
little
things are
sussy in
definitely
it.
worth the wait. I'm, of course, talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year.
So
and we're
anticipated,
excited
I
to share
forgot
a new
about it.
trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From
the
Embark
world of-
Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
I was like, the highly anticipated this game. I'm like, so highly anticipated, everyone forgot about it. Gun, number 8. Starting to look like Summer Gun Fest.
Breathe. Let your body settle into a slower rhythm.
It's another
Clear your mind
Concorde.
of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends. Here, you are in control.
Yeah. Certainly looks like a game I've never seen before. Well, should have rolled rolled higher on that perception roll there, girl. Cool. Didn't see any gameplay, but
That's right, everyone. Arc Raiders is coming October 30th, 2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access.
I was about to say,
Here
isn't
is
it
a
already
brand new
out?
look.
I've seen gameplay for this game. Like, I've seen people playing it. Sand. Shooter's heaven. Sand. Yeah, I was going to say, where's Shooter? Oh, that's right. Gun. Yep. Gun number 9. Bald the game. Come on, give us one platformer. One 3D platformer. Just one. Give us one. Can Astrobot inspire somebody? Please. Please. And don't ask for much. Yep, this is Dune. Platform with... I'll take platformer with guns! I'll take it! I'll take a 3D platformer with guns? Sure, that's Ratchet and Clank! A Kimbot! I'll take a Kimbot! Maybe there hasn't been enough time yet for people to understand that Astrobot is, you know.
I saw my world fall to ash, consumed by the void.
When the void calls.
Try as I might to quell their advance. 'Twas all for naught.
Looks like Monster Hunter or Dauntless.
Some say time stops for no one. Neither man nor God, living nor dead. Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate? To save what remains of our broken worlds, you need only take my hand. Return to the past, where your journey
Chrono
awaits.
Odyssey.
Every hero's tale begins with a trial. But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. Whatever's coming next will not be easy.
I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Look at this.
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark tower with light.
What happened while I was out?
Voice.
So I hear you're looking for someone?
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory.
I never doubted that you'd enter.
Nothing wrong with the anime style. Just I don't want it to be from the same people that make
What ending have you penned for Septimon this
Wuthering Waves.
A rat in the vessel. Such a tiny nuisance.
There we go. Little bit more towards what we're talking about. A little bit more. Closer to what I'm talking about.
And don't come back.
That's Mio, Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
Okay, this is more. This is cool. See, I like this.
You see, we can't.
Come on, follow me.
What a really unique and different game.
Yes.
This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
Did Wuthering Waves have a gun?
Betrayal burns because it can only come from someone close. An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torres looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
Teach them a lesson.
remind them of their obligations.
Peace is between us and Spadaro. Where I come from, commitment means everything. If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo!
I'm thinking about picking this one up.
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
Hey, I'm down for Italian Red Dead Redemption.
Loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
Mafia of the Old Country. See, I'll take that.
And if you
This is
thought
just
that
my
guy was a
ancestors that are
stud,
doing it.
just wait till you see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative, hands-on spirit of classic LEGO play and will also support a Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Lego Voyagers. two-player co-op adventure. Okay. Are you telling us we get to play as the little studs? As the little pips, the little... Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I do foresee me and my wife arguing and playing this game. That one's cute. That one's very cute. I like that.
Hello, Summer Game Fest! I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before.
Is it?
I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny.
What?
Yeehaw!
Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny.
A great evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would
Who is
call
that?
upon his magic powers
Who is
to
that?
summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen. They alone would be able to. Imagination!
What is this? Yeah, Timmy Turner. Okay, I knew. I was like, who is it? Who is it? That's it?
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease and puppet frenzy in Lies of P. Overture is a DLC expansion to Lies of P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
Lies of P. I believe I believe there are guns in this one. I'll wait and see. I still don't understand. People have explained it to me. I think I've asked it like 10 times. I don't understand how it's attached to Pinocchio. And people have explained it, and every time I still don't get it. Available today. Woo!
Yes, that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
Inspired by a true story. We'll let that one pass. We didn't see a gun, so we're gonna let that pass.
I sit at the front of the dinner table where he used to be.
5 chairs empty.
5 plates full.
Already
Plates of food. Plates of tomatoes. Plates of hay. Plates of angels. Plates of her legs.
Oh man.
Beautiful. Broken.
My favorite dinner.
Plates of flowers.
Not my favorite.
Plates upon plates. The garden is lush in the rain, and everything is focused. Dinner's ready.
Oh my, honey, cook up them legs. Fractured wound.
There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I'll feed, and I will bloom.
Better cook up them legs.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
All right. New Warlock class also. So DLC for what was the game called? Blade and Soul. Nope. It's 11. What is this? Oh, is this okay, wait. Blade and Soul Heroes. Oh man, when they said 2 eyes, I didn't expect them to be placed there. I'm okay with the pace. Wait, what? Wait. For what game? The 7 Deadly Sins Origins. This does not seem like... Man, this is... Did they mix the title up or something? Was it an anime? Like straight up an anime? Gotcha, okay. Oh! Here we go! Oh! Okay, I'm not writing these down.
It's available today.
The state of Unreal.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time. Squid Game will be coming to UEFN.
It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
Yeah, I was going to say, oh boy, here we go, Witcher, and then it wasn't. And I'm like, well.
We find a way.
I'm not writing all those down. All right, that's the end of quarter 2.
We altered the course of nature.
Bwah, 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 bwah,
Unleashed
bwah. Sorry.
genetic power across continents. Now it is up to us to nurture what we have set free.
The Jurassic Park
to find hope
Zoo Tycoon
within this.
How long is this?
chaos.
2 hours.
Well, to help life find a way.
World. I'm gonna say Evo 3. I love Jurassic Park. I mean, that's basically what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. Coming 21st of October.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games.
Oh, hi.
10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight. Today, I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
Oh, it is straight up like. Yeah, old Zelda, like, yeah. Mina the Hollower.
All right.
All right, we're halfway through the
This is a special one.
show.
Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done. Yeah. Oh, Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right. Well, let me see what this says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're gonna do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade.
Wait.
All right, let's take a look.
Wait, what?
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah.
Wait.
Handcrafted with colors by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience. Oh, hi, new friend.
And put that on the gun.
The turd burger of late-stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder. You'll care for exotic pets, the elderly, and dysfuncting with hip-hop Satan. Oh, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy is a total dick. What the hell? Who designed this shit? I wiped my ass on this first. You're welcome. Who got the lobotomy with fries? All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR.
That's a sound alike.
Spider-Man gets insomniac, and I get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
Okay, that's funny.
With Neil Patrick Harris as Deadpool. All right. Last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light the Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news, the release date.
I'm already preparing for the next Yeah, I'm just gonna already throw a tally on the gun.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath.
Guns and zombies go together like peanut butter and sardines.
God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
I wouldn't bank on Spyro. I wouldn't bank on it. That gun! I already. Some people were saying, no, there's not going to be a gun. As I said. Zombies and guns go together.
I don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me.
So
all the agony he put
yeah, that was a pretty
Damn right I do.
They better have a Silk Song trailer or the Silk Song fans are gonna riot. August. Ooh, that's gonna be soon.
Is an old chemical factory south of the city. The Baron's men operate out of there.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
June.
There's the big news. Dying Light the Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, an Annapurna Interactive, and this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
I think we've seen this already.
Hanging out, getting buzzed.
I've got to get out of this place.
Maybe? No. Did we? Whoa, what?
At the end of an era, when everything's about to change, it's time to look back on your greatest hits.
Mom, who is it? One moment.
It's the pigs, darling.
Shit!
It's the pigs.
This year, experience a retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together before school's out forever. And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one hell of a night.
And the Cure. I love the Cure.
Is it a...
Experience it for yourself.
Is it more of just like a...
Mixtape. Nothing but the hits.
I trust you have seen it. A beautiful world where
Oh, I thought you said beautiful woman. I was about to say, whoa.
Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no escaping them.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
On your guard.
This is gorgeous. Take this. And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
We are in the dry part of the game of the Summer Game Fest. We are officially in the typical dryness.
Get ready. Everyone, are you with me? We will live on in this world. No matter
I like
what
the character
hardships
design.
await.
The character design is cool.
We fight for a future filled with hope.
We got another, it's about 45.
Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
I'm just going to go with Toa and the Guardians.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Axe of Blood.
Axe of Blood.
They left me with nothing. No justice. No peace. Just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
Yeah, it sounds like it was recorded with a potato. Got like Yakuza, and it looks like some of like the Arkham Asylum combat. It is impressive though. Oh, gun! You got ourselves another gun. For a small team, it is impressive.
Bad.1.
No gun, maybe? Never mind. Hey, kudos.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
The vegans, the robots, and the demons. Okay. Wait, what? Wait. Scott Pilgrim? Excuse me? Scott Pilgrim EX. Wow.
Scott Pilgrim is back with his fists flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be right back, but first we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around. Now cease this foolishness and make your decision wisely.
The first descent. Is this a new trailer? Gun. What is this? Okay.
Since the dawn of time, humankind has been obsessed with the hard.
The what? Why is there... What is this? What is
Now,
this?
A glorious morning has dawned on something that's simply harder. Scum.
Is that... I didn't even see that.
Your hard just got harder.
No thanks.
What are you doing here?
Come with me.
If you want to live.
At first, I thought it was just broken synapses in my head.
Keep your lens feed on.
I've been seeing things. Like a part of me that's been buried down deep feels like it's just knocking to get out.
It looks like Deus Ex.
I'll be seeing you around, Charlie. Maybe this is the real me.
I know
Diaz,
it probably isn't.
you were a good soldier. I don't want any part of your future.
Oh, is that the serpent? What's her name? Lady in the Serpent. What is it she sang in Arcade? Mind's Eye. It definitely feels like Deus Ex. What?
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th from Builder Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week,
are we looking more at this?
This week we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Into Hitman?
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well,
38
this is
minutes
turning
left.
into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
I thought that was bad, Milkinson.
There you have it. Hitman and 007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah. Because it was Mads.
Good to see you, Mads. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is, I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoes of Le Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the
we got
buff
another
around the table
35
this time?
minutes left.
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Chiffre is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Quarter 4 is the
Wow,
final.
all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours.
Nice.
For only 30 days, and if you play it, you'll unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well, Hakan Mods, thanks for joining us for Summer Game Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you so
us.
much.
Thank
All right,
you.
great to see you.
All right.
Great stuff. All right, now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
700 trillion.
Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for LEGO Party!
Get ready!
For a nail-biting competition.
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
Lego.
But will you be helped by friendly crackers?
Oh, it's literally Lego Mario Party.
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings?
That's a dragon, Ted. What about our amazing mini
It's
games,
Lego
Dad?
Mario Party.
We've got more of them than you can count.
More than 10?
It's actually more like 60.
Whoa, that's a lot!
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Chad.
Wow! We've got all that and more in Lego Party!
Literally just Lego Mario Party. That was the pitch.
Oh, that is looking mighty tasty.
The pitch was just like, we're just going to make Mario Party Lego. And that was it.
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
I got 19 right now for
Danger.
guns.
Reactor overload.
I got 19 at the moment. A lot of people were saying 18. I thought it was 18.
I've got the artifact.
Yep. Did we learn with Concord? Nope.
This feels bad.
Now their ship is flying. Is that the artifact?
There's 2 that we didn't exactly see, Lies of P and another one that was just like, okay, we'll give it, we won't say it.
Good thing that wasn't our ship.
Oh, 5, 10, 15, 19.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend.
Oh, I
in
heard
co-op.
about this.
You can find out more during Day of the Devs
Elena,
right
thank you
after
so much,
the show.
$50.
But for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Looking over
Thank you so much for the $50, Elena. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How did it all come to this? It began with the ancient rituals.
Thank you. Don't mind me just breaking something. Thank you.
The seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit.
Thank you,
saw
thank
the
you, thank
lives
you.
They lived and passed their knowledge to future generations.
All right, this is the end of quarter 3 after this is done.
In his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight.
Thank you, Elena. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Harbor it too, I see. Should you fall, pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
Blighted.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia.
I'm just gonna
They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
I'm just gonna throw that in the Munfish again. I'm just gonna throw that in the gun category. Oh, I don't like that. No, I don't like any of this. at number 20. I feel ill looking at this. Nope, don't like that. I really don't like that. Nope.
Poor little babies. All right, Meka Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground
We're in
combat.
Q4 now.
As a top wish-listed game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Meka Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
21. Hated everything about that, yep.
Growing Martian zones force the Thalassic Federation
No thank you. Nope.
to advance its Project Enterprise.
See, I would give this a pass because it's a mecha game, and I'm cool with that. But the problem is that we're so far at 21 games that have guns. Yeah, I love mechas too. Jeff, where's Silk Song? Slime Rancher wouldn't count. See, mechas are cool. This looks very sick. July 1st.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
Testinals?
Mechanicals approaching.
Is this Bug's Life meets Gears of
now
War?
face a stark reality.
Is this what this is? A Bug's Life meets Gears of War?
The industrial civilization we were expecting to join.
Sounds like Heimendinger.
Is no more.
Is it? See, this looks cool. I like gun games like this. This is different. This is cool. This is unique.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
See, that's cool. See, I don't mind that. It's still a gun game, but I don't mind that.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well. Please check this out.
Happy birthday to you.
Resident Evil.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さてお待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それではこれからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
I need a glass of wine too. All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message.
We
just
cannot
wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil. Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
Wait, AEW? What's Kenny Omega doing here?
Let's rumble.
What? Why is Kenny Omega here? That's... Wait.
Viper.
What is... What am I...
Blue. Ingrid. Street Fighter 6.
I was about to say, please just tell me that they're gonna do... So why did they put... Okay. I thought they were about to put Kenny Omega in Street Fighter. Why? Okay.
Flag time, baby.
What?
Julia's ring. Get him, y'all.
Oh.
Alejandro.
Wait, what?
Camilla Barbosa. Peter Lagan.
What is this?
Marco. And Marcus Spencer. Last
Last...
countdown begins.
Okay, so is it like a, just like a classic TF2 inspired capture the flag team shooter? Yeah, I like the double act.
Adios.
Wish list now.
19 more minutes.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s. As you saw, the closed alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi, Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
Fallen Feathers. Jeez. Almost zero, if not zero, first-party representation so far. First party?
Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends.
Yeah, Wu Chang, not to be confused with Wu Kong. Now I'm worried the finale is going to be that God of War game, the Metroidvania.
Finally, awaken you.
Yeah, Wu Chang, not to be confused with Wu Kong, that is also
Gotta rescue one. This one we gotta protect. We cannot choose when people's dreams get snatched up out here.
Find Rizzo, find Master Kill, find Jizzle, find Method, find Rico, you find Killer, find Ghostface Killer.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Find them.
What? What? Yeah. What?
Ghostface Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment.
Okay.
Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates, including player housing, and is free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
15 minutes
My
left.
calling takes me far from home, where shared struggles form fast bonds.
My greatest advantage? Adaptability. Their greatest weakness? Me. My story.
My story, my story is yours.
Listen, I'm going to be shocked if there's even going to be a finale at this point. Oh boy. Mongil Star Dive. This kind of looks good. That kind of looks good. Yeah, Wuthering Waves. Oh, it's by the Hoyoverse. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not writing all these down. They're... Oh, is Kuro? Okay, good. I looked down and I saw it said Hoyoverse. It must have switched. I thought it said Hoyoverse, so forgive me. Okay.
Guess what happened? I took a bullet, I died.
Okay.
I came back. And I met Johnny Silverhand. Chip. Long story.
Please don't tell me that's it.
Here is another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down
That
on
was
his
it.
luck
I'm not even
outcast
counting
who has
that.
to battle his
I'm not
inner
even
demons,
counting that.
literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
But we knew that. I'm not even counting it as a gun game because we already knew that. Jeez. Sad laying in his pile of his own barf.
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon. Maybe it's too much for someone like you.
I'm curious.
Delusional. It won't always be so easy. You still look a little unwell.
Hey guys, I'm Ian Prue, the co-founder of 1047 Games.
I'm just gonna...
When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends, and 20 million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3. With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
Just look at that water placement, expertly done. This is the epitome of sport. They're splitting savants and jetpack geniuses. The movement is so fluid.
Oh, do I hear Imagine Dragons?
Can he complete the comeback he's going to try? He shoots! He gets the kill! Now that's how you portal! They're not done yet! They got one! They got another! They're going to do it! They're going to see that! Oh my god! They did it! They actually did it! And you're standing on the edge, face up, cause you're a natural.
See, it does look like Halo, a bit.
Final
9 minutes left.
last man standing. Victory. This is Splitgate.
Not bad.
Now
It
we are
doesn't-
honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
Oh man. Trench coats and guns go together, just like zombies. I'm gonna preemptively hover over the gun counter. Give us an even 30. It'll be 30. We see a gun, we hit 30. He's just 2 guns in a trench coat. There it is. There it is.
Got a name? Mako. Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
It does look fun though.
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943.
6 minutes
and knowing
left.
RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way. All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting.
We're going to see that PlayStation
Today we've
logo.
showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again.
Santa Monica.
When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
What is it? Okay. No, this is just maybe.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Should I know this?
Oh, coming.
Should I know what this is? I feel like I'm blanking on it. No one else is shouting out what it is, so.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating.
Control 2?
Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know.
Okay, so horror.
That's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago.
Silent Hill?
Perhaps it's time for you to face the past.
I thought I saw Pyramid Head, but...
Grace.
Is it Resident Evil?
What is this? Hey!
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. Special one. The chosen one.
He wasn't kidding when he said a blink. It was a blink away.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from us!
Resident Evil Requiem. February 27th, 2026. So 7 months.
There you have it, Resident Evil Requiem. And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone?
Wow, what a...
Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know.
Too.
I can't believe it. You kept that so secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right, well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing of all the digital events this
by the
weekend.
way, 31.
You can watch and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday. And stay tuned online to see coverage of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome, and thanks to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, boy. Hey, thank you so much, Bandicoot Girl, for the $25 super chat. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. From me and my boyfriend, Bearded Rebel, thank you for these amazing fests, including Co-op Games and Splitgate 2. Where did, All right. Co-op Games and Splitgate 2, and that looks like Yakuza and Resident Evil. Thank you so much, Bandicoot Girl, for the $25. Thank you. Thank you so much for the $25 super chat. All right, so here we go. Let us go over everything. Let's go over. Here we go. Let's do a quick overview. All right. Quarter 1, Mortar Shell 2, Star Wars Fortnite, the Kojima segment, which is hold on a second. There we go. All right, let's try this again. Mortar Shell 2, Star Wars Fortnite, the Kojima segment, which is Death Stranding 2, Chronicles Medieval. Okay. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. That was probably the biggest, like, that was one of the bigger announcements for me personally, on a personal level. Code Vein 2, End of Abyss, Mouse PI for Hire. That one looks great. Game of Thrones RTS, War for Westeros, blah, 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 blah. Atomic Heart 2, The Cube, which is yet another Atomic Heart game. And then Marvel Cosmic Invasion, they announced Rocket and She-Hulk. That was quarter 1. Quarter 2, Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Felt that boxing. That looks hysterical. Not medieval, like, you know, medieval, the game, like medieval, like medieval times. Felt that boxing. That looked hysterical. Killer Inn, Arc Raiders, Dune Awakening, Chrono Odyssey, Wuthering Waves, Mio, Memories in Orbit, Out of Words, Mafia 3, Lego Voyagers, Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny, which is like a SpongeBob Nickelodeon game, Lies of P DLC, Fractured Blooms, Blade and Soul Neo, then Blade and Soul Heroes, Crystal of Atlan with One Punch Man, Seven Deadly Sins Origins game, and then there was a breakdown from Unreal. Not from me, but from Unreal, though I do feel like there's going to be a breakdown. Jurassic World Evo 3, which is Jurassic World meets Zoo Tycoon. Mina the Hollower, Deadpool VR game, which is going to trigger a bunch of people. I'll explain why, not because of the actual game, but because of the announcement. I'll explain in a second. Mixtape, Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree, Acts of Blood, Scott Pilgrim EX, The First Descendant, Scum version 1, Mind's Eye and Hitman, 007 and Hitman crossover, Lego Party, which is Mario Party, Wildgate, and Blighted. That's quarter 3. Quarter 4 was Ill, Mecha Break, Infinitesimals, Resident Evil 9 verbal announcement, Street Fighter characters introduced featuring AEW wrestler, I said his name. I already said his name and I already lost it. Anyway, Last Flag, Kenny Omega. That's right, Kenny Omega. I even said his name when I reacted. Totally blanked on it. Last Flag, Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers, Wu Chang followed by Wu Tang. I wish I was kidding. The game, they had Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers, immediately followed by Wu Tang, Rise of the Deceiver. So, you want to make jokes of that? Be my guest. Guild Wars 2 update, Mongil Stardive, Switch 2 trailer, which showed Cyberpunk, which is hysterical because it's already out, and Nintendo said that they would be here, and they just showed a Cyberpunk trailer, which is hysterical. Into the Unwell, Splitgate 2, Stranger Than Heaven, and then finally, as a boomerang hit back, Resident Evil 9 Requiem. So, and to let you know, out of all of that, out of all the trailers, 31. We know that there were 2 other games that technically probably have guns, but we didn't see them in the trailer, so we didn't include them. So if you want to get technical, 33, but 31 of these announcements had guns in them. 31. Let me quickly count how many announcements there were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 37, 38, 59, 60. There were 60 games in total shown off. And there were 31 that contained guns. Over 50%. Over 50% of all stuff that was shown had guns. So, woo! So, I'm going to quickly just rewind for a moment, real quick, to the Deadpool VR game. boy howdy, boy howdy, boy howdy, did they ever do Silk Song dirty? I get the joke that was supposed to be there. I get it. But boy howdy, did they turn around and did them dirty? If that happened to Spyro, like to put myself in the same position, if that happened to Spyro, I would have been angry. It's on brand, but you could have turned around. You could have set aside that Resident Evil trailer, right? Because people expected there to be a people kind of, because I remember hearing about, I remember at the start of this, there was a lot of people that were saying, oh, Resident Evil. Resident Evil. So overall, here's the thing. If you came here hoping and expecting and wishing for Resident Evil, you're walking away happy, right? But set that aside. Set that aside and look at, if you were to set that aside, like if you came here for Resident Evil, you're happy. But beyond, if you're like me, and not that you don't like, I don't play Resident Evil. That's just me. I don't play Resident Evil. That's not necessarily mean, a bad thing. But overall, was there no first party games? Not one. Sony didn't show up. Xbox didn't show up. And Nintendo showed up with Cyberpunk, which isn't even first party. Not one first party game. That's disappointing. Now, here was the thing, though. To give it credit where credit's due, there were a lot of, okay, that looks cool. Or, that's neat. Or, cool, that's interesting. There were a lot of those. So, because to me, the ones that I was personally interested in was Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, Mouse PI for Hire, Felt That Boxing because of just how insane it is. I thought Wuthering Waves looked interesting. Mio Memories in Orbit, Out of Words, Mafia 3, Lego Voyagers, Meka Break, Infinitesimals, whatever it's called, and Splitgate 2. Those were the ones I was like, okay, those are cool for me. So I think overall, for me personally, this is probably if they didn't have Resident Evil, this was going to be a 4. If they didn't have Resident Evil, this was going to be a 4. Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil brought up to a 6. I think Resident Evil brought up, because I can understand the weight of it. I can understand the weight of that. I get it. I get the weight of that. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, I don't play it, so I don't care. No, I can contextually understand the weight of how big Resident Evil 9 is. I can understand, even though I don't play Resident Evil, I get it. So I think Resident Evil brought the whole show up 2 points. But beyond that, with half of them being first-person shooters, half of them horror, a lot of it just so many guns. Yeah, that's what I said too. I said the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, I thought we were in for a party. Turns out quarter 1 and the first half of quarter 2 was the only party. But like I said, 60 games and 31 of them had guns and were either a first-person shooter or third-person shooter of some kind. And it's like 31 of them. 31. And there are 2 that we know have guns in them, but we excluded them because we technically didn't see them, which was Lies of P DLC, and there was another one that we didn't count. I'm not sure which one. And it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. The mech game looked good. Yeah, that was Meka Break. I mentioned that. Meka Break looks great. Because here's the thing too, and this is the problem. I'm gonna explain one of my biggest issues when it comes to this stuff. Is that when you have so many gun games, so many of them, what happens is the ones that actually look creative or the ones that actually look interesting, it bogs them all down. It really does, because when you have 31 games with guns, it becomes a blur. It becomes a gigantic blur and a blob of, oh, what game was that? I don't know. Because there's so many. There's so many. Because there's so many, it just makes it low. It brings it all down. And that's a problem, because it's not the fact that gun game bad. It's not that. It's there's so many. The guy for Splitgate 2 said it perfectly. He said, I'm tired of playing Call of Duty every year. I'm tired of playing the same. I loved Halo, and nobody's making Titanfall 3. So, Splitgate 2 was memorable to me. So, and there's so many. There's so many, and it bogs down the really good ones. It bogs it down. Like, if I sit here and I look and I say, okay, Code Vein 2, did that have guns? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't. Did it? Maybe. It might. What about Killer Inn? Probably. Arc Raiders had guns. Do an MMO. Does Chrono Odyssey? I don't know. And that's the problem, is there's so many of them that it is hard to suss out and sort out, hey. And when you have such an oversaturation, you get people that are just like, I don't care. They just mentally check out. I don't care. Right? And it also brings down a lot. $31. That's insane. Now, I will also give credit where credit's due. There was nothing offensive in terms of mobile slop. There was no mobile slop section for the game show. Good night, Bandicoot Girl. Thank you so much. There was no mobile slop section during Summer Game Fest, and I can appreciate that, because boy howdy, did those drive me nuts. So if I were to kind of do the graph, hold on, let's pull up the graph. Let's do the graph now. Hold on. So, this is what Summer Game Fest looked like. Here we go. So, we kind of started here. And then we went up here. Things started to get good. And then things started to go down again. You had a little spike. Going down that little spike. And going down. Going down. Then we had a little bit of a spike. Then, and then we had that. Good night, Bandicoot Girl. So, when it's just like it was very just kind of like, exciting. Oh, like, okay, we start here, good, and we get exciting, and then okay, and then it's dry, and then okay, that's kind of doing well, and then woof, right? When it comes to general excitement. Nothing really got down to here, but nothing got up to here except for Resident Evil. But Resident Evil would have gotten up to here if it was like here, the show was here, and then Resident Evil, it'd be like, woo! Yeah, quarter one, good. Like I said, quarter two, promising, but a bit lower. Yeah, I agree with that. And then quarter three, woo! Poof. Remember what? If you were here at the start of the stream, did you guys hear what I said? Quarter three is like the dry biscuits. The dry biscuits of pain. Quarter three is always rough. And then quarter four was kind of And then, yeah. Overall, was it the worst Sonic Game Fest? The Sonic Game Fest. You can tell what's on my mind. Was it the worst Summer Game Fest? I don't think so. But I think it's the pretty just, just middle of the road. Just very, middle of the road. Nothing crazy, nothing great, nothing crazy. So that's kind of unfortunate. So, but that is it officially for Summer Game Fest. If you guys would like to, we're going to go to the Q&R section where we'll be answering some questions. I can answer for about 10 minutes. One of the events of all time. Yeah, it was certainly Summer Game Fest. It certainly was. And that's fine. Like Sonic Racing Cross was probably the most hype, one of the most hype spots for me. I don't think that I don't think Spyro's going to be at the Xbox. I don't think so. Trust me, if Spyro was here, it would have shot to 11 out of 10. Don't care what everything else was said. Don't care what everyone else says. 11 out of 10. Can't couldn't but yeah, Sonic Pilgrim was cool too. I'm not really into Sonic Pilgrim myself, but I can understand why it's cool. But very middle of the road, nothing too horrific, but nothing too excellent either. So it's just kind of just meh. Xbox Showcase, that's going to be on Sunday, but I won't be streaming that. We are hoping the rumors are true, hoping for Fallout 3 remaster at Xbox. That'd be pretty good. I'll give this a 5 out of 10. That's valid. You really do got that Sonic on the mind. I do right now. That was really the thing that stood out to me was Sonic Crossworlds. If you were to bring back any fast food item today, what would it be and why? Okay. This is going to be a little bit of a weird flashback. If you are 30 years old plus, because I forgot about it, and I saw an old ad for it, and my brain went back to it, and this was wild. So I'll even bring up a picture. So back in the day when Tim Hortons was as good as it used to be back in the ye old days, there was this thing that was so good, and they were so delicious, and they don't have them anymore. And I wouldn't want them to try to bring it back, because when they bring it back, it would be terrible. But it's this. Canadians who are 30 plus or was in Canada when these were around, these were the Tim Hortons strawberry tarts. You forgot about those, but as soon as you see the picture, you remember what they taste like. It was these beautiful strawberries, and the inside was vanilla custard in a like a tart cup. The inside was like a vanilla custard, and they sold them for $1.50 each, and they were big. They weren't small. They they were pretty big. And they were really good. They were really, really good. Let me see if I can kind of show you. So like when they went to hand it to you, like it wasn't like a tiny thing. Like it was like this, almost the size of like this thing was big. They were almost a muffin size. Yeah, like they were not small. They were a little smaller than a muffin. And they were delicious. The problem was, though, you could not eat them to go. If you went through the drive-thru and ordered one of those things, it was a mess. It was one of those you had to eat it when sitting down. So you either ordered it and brought it home, or you went inside and you sat down and you ate that with a knife and fork. You did, like, people were trying to show, like, oh, you eat it like this, like a no. God, no. No, if you did, it was just sugar. It was a vanilla custard bomb. You bit into it, and then, it was delicious, but messy. It was so messy. So, and they were so good. They were so good, and they got rid of them, and slowly people forgot about them. Slowly people forgot about them. So, to answer your question, if there was one fast food item that I would love to see come back, it would be those strawberry custard tarts from Tim Hortons. I would love to try those again. They were so good. So good. Now I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. So, yeah, if you were Canadian and you're around 30 plus years old, you'll remember those. I forgot about them. I totally forgot about them. And then I saw an image of them when I was looking something up, like vintage. I was like, old Tim Hortons something. And then I scrolled past that picture and I gasped. I was like, oh, I forgot about those. Don't you have a great wife that could make those? She did say that. I remember when I brought this up to her, she was like, maybe I should try making them. So maybe I'll gently remind her and be like, hey, do you remember? Sounds so good. Oh, it was so good. It was so, like, man, if you had diabetes, you were probably dead afterwards. You were probably perished. I said it was a vanilla custard bomb in the center. That would, all right, let's move on. Let's move on to something else. I still gotta go eat dinner. You go to Tim Hortons and say, can I order the strawberry tarts? We don't have those anymore, sir. I know. Just cry a little on the inside. So, yeah. It's definitely a thing. Worth it. How would you rate the recent Summer Game Fest? So I rated it about 6 out of 10, so I would say a solid C. I love how Tyler says, don't you have a great wife that could make these? And it summons her. She just poofed. She's barely been here. I think I saw her once earlier. And then all of a sudden you mention her, and then poof, she appears. She's like Joe Hendry. Say her name and she appears. By your water bottle that looks like a water bottle over to the left. That looks like, okay, so hold on. That's my water bottle. Is it this? Is it this? Is this what you're talking about? My trophy from PAX? See, Aaron Jordan knows the clap. Or is it the Pepsi that my wife got me from Costco? Say her name and she appears. Also, a wild wife appears. Pew, doo, 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 doo. Next to the mason jar. Is it this? I got a lot of crud. I need to clean up this. Hey, Thomas, how's it going, man? So, okay, I wanted to update you guys real quick. So, I have news. It's not good news when it comes to the Etsy store right now. So, but it's also confusing. So, some of you may notice that this is a Crash Bandicoot relic. Unfortunately, relatively recently, Etsy took them down. I don't know why. I don't know why, because my whole account was reviewed, was put under review, and they turned around and deemed that these were the only things that broke copyright. I don't know why. I don't know why that the time relics would be the only things that would exceed copyright for some reason. Of all the things. So, we are going to be going back to the drawing board with new relics, and we're going to be adjusting the designs so that they aren't as close to. However, in the meantime, that means that I can't sell these anymore. But that doesn't mean that we can't host a sale and that if you exceed a certain amount, you would get a free gift. A free gift. I am not specifying what those gifts would be, but I would have to try to find something to put into the packages as a free gift to go with this sale. So, I'm going to have to try to figure out what to stick for free into people's packages. I'm going to have to figure it out. And again, in unrelated news, I can't sell these anymore. So, they're going to go to a new home. When? I don't know. So, stay tuned for that, because these, among, and then one lucky winner, whoever wants it, will get the tomahawk. The tomahawk relic. One person will get this one as well. It'll be a lucky, it's going to be random, but one person will be lucky enough to get the tomahawk relic. I call it the tomahawk relic because it looks like a tomahawk. So, and then stay tuned for the redesigned relics. Stay tuned. We'll be figuring that out and going from there. Homes, yeah. Canadian Guy, did you see the theory on Twitter X that Spyro 4 could be a Spyro Skylanders crossover? What do you think about it? I don't think it's going to be specifically a crossover with Skylanders, but I don't think it would be out of this world to suggest that maybe Skylanders characters could come over to the Spyro world. So, yeah. That's, I wouldn't be shocked. It'll become the holy grail of all CG Etsy merch. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. All right, we got a few more minutes, and then I got to finish up. I also need to eat because, man. I haven't had dinner yet, so. Can you give us the highs and lows of running a Switch 2 system? So, still waiting to give like my final thoughts and review of it overall. However, one of the things that I do like is that it feels like, you know, it feels like I accidentally called it in one of my posts. I call it the Switch Pro. And it very much feels exactly like that. And that's not a bad thing necessarily. I like the new Joy-Cons. I like their new size. It didn't take long for me to get used to them. I like the way the magnets work. I like them too. That's pretty cool. The size is good. The screen looks nice. It's nice to be able to play something that's like at 1080p not the old 720p Garbo. I like genuinely playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It feels like a new game. It genuinely does. To give you an idea, I get so many. There are so many Pokemon in the overworld now. There's so many Pokemon in the overworld now that there are times where I can't get out of a battle because every time I click run away, it just throws me into a new battle because there are just so many Pokemon. Now, I'm going to show you something real quick. And then we're going to wrap up because go to my profile here. Take a look at this. The spawn rates have increased so much, okay? To give you an idea, before you could only have 15 Pokemon, approximately 15 Pokemon spawn at once. And then, in order for any more Pokemon to respawn, one of those Pokemon would have to despawn, okay? Now, with the updated version, there are so many more spawned Pokemon. And you know what that means? That means more rolls. And why do you want more rolls for each Pokemon? Because then you're like me and you find a shiny Dratini in 20 minutes. Like that. Found a shiny Dratini. And here's the funny thing. 5 minutes later, I found another one. Because why not? So in 25 minutes, I found 2 shinies. And to give you another idea, those weren't it. That's not all. I accidentally caught a shiny Citadel. I was just like, dum da dum da dum da dum 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 dum, looking for Pokemon. Hey, look, there's a mass outbreak. Let me go take a look at that. Wow, look at all the Citadel spawning. That's so cool. There's so many. Why is that one weird looking? There's no way that that's a shiny. It must be because it's standing in the shadow. Nope. There you go. Shiny Citadel. Just walk it up. Just moseying on up. So, because there are so many Pokemon spawning, you're able to easily, because there's so many Pokemon spawning, you're able to just reroll it over and over and over and over and over, and be able to, instead of getting like 15, it's almost double. I wouldn't even be shocked if it's closer to triple the amount of overworld characters. So you're able to just hunt down those shiny Pokemon really quick, and it's smooth. I went to Lag Lake, and it's no longer Lag Lake. It's just there's Pokemon everywhere. It's still annoying because there's Pokemon everywhere. Everywhere. In fact, here. 1 second. We'll go to Lag Lake together. Hold on. Let's go to Lag Lake together, because back in the day, when you went to Lag Lake, it was like you couldn't, it's like, all right, I hope I don't got to do anything here because we're going to all just perish. Real quick. We'll just go to Lag Lake and then we'll wrap up the stream. Bisharp is trying to attack my face because there's so many Pokemon. All right. Real quick. Okay. It's gonna be, I don't have the volume turned all the way up, but that's neither here nor there. Also, 60 frames. It looks good. Smoother. Oh, hi, Lucario. How's it going, buddy? All right. Also, gotta remember the controls for it. It's weird. So let's go to Lag Lake all together now. I forgot the name of it. I don't even call it is it Casaroya Lake or whatever? Okay. So typically you would hop in the water and it would just be death. Dodonzo coming up would just kill your frames. Now look at all the Pokemon. All just spawning. The Tatsugiris. No lag. No lag. Nope. I know, right? Throwing more hardware at the problem can fix... Yeah, I know. But look, just no issues. No lag. Can these things go away, though? The Veluzas or whatever they're called? The Vuvuzelas? Just... No. Go. Away. Thank you. So you could, hypothetically, just kind of run through here, and because there's so many Pokemon spawning, you could easily, probably just casually find a shiny. Just probably by accident. Right? Like, remember how Dodonzo would pop up and your whole screen would just go like, yeah, nope, doesn't do that anymore. It's all good. It's all good. It's all healthy. I'm half hoping that I jinx a shiny into existence. I'm half hoping. I'm half hoping that me just being like, yeah, a shiny could show up at any second. Be a real shame if shiny would show up live on stream. Trying my chances. Those things keep popping up and driving me nuts. But yeah, it's okay. You know what? Just perish. Thank you. Anyway. Let me just do one last hopeful check and then we'll finish up the stream. I'm just kind of... I just want to do one last quick run through. Be like, hey. Got any shinies? Can these things... I would... And what's cool too is that you can do the method of reset where you're just like, oh, I kind of want to take a look around and be like, okay, is there anything here I want? No? Okay. Just hop off. do the picnic exploit. Hit a picnic. Pack up and go. Despawns all the Pokemon. Hit yes, and then all the Pokemon start respawning, and they all re-roll. They all re-roll. If you see anything pop up that looks interesting. And there's no lag. But yeah. That's essentially it. That is the fact that it can run it now. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. It works. Feels like this is what the console this is probably what the game probably should have been made for. Not made for the old Switch. And in fact, I think that if this game was made, was originally supposed to be made. Hi. What's wrong? What's going on? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah, I'm almost done here.
Showing everyone your Pokemon.
You know, I'm showing them the fact that we're at lag.
Spawn things
We're at Lag Lake, and it's not the worst thing imaginable.
Lag Lake? What?
Yeah, it's remember the lake where you would spawn all the water Pokemon, and it was like everything just lagged to death.
Yeah, and you could barely ride the water because then it would shut the game off almost.
Yeah, or it was just like nothing would spawn, or it was just terrible. Yeah, no, it all.
Question.
Yes.
What about cream things is being talked about that I have to make now?
Oh, remember the strawberry tarts from Tim Hortons that I was talking to you about the other day? Yeah. I was talking about them, and Tyler's like, don't you have a wonderful wife who could make that? And I'm like,
yeah.
Yes.
Do you know how much cream costs?
Do you know how much cream
$7.
costs?
It would be really good though.
It would be good.
Like custard.
Hi, that's me.
Strawberry.
You might be able to actually finish this game at this point, some point. Yeah, I know. So, all right. Take one last look around, and then we'll wrap, and then we'll hop off here. Just in case a random shiny decided. Oh, the Don's over there. He's like, "Rrr." But yeah, we caught caught one Citadel shiny, and then caught 2 shiny Dratini. So Tyler just said, I too would like strawberry tarts. See,
well, okay.
You're getting orders in.
You're both putting in orders.
You're getting orders in, honey.
What's this thing called again?
The Tim Hortons strawberry tart. Just type in, Canadian Bliss. So, all right. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in for the summer game Festivus. It definitely was a show. That's the homemade version, but yes, it kind of looks like that, yes. So thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you guys next time. We are going to be ending the stream. There's not going to be another stream later today because, we did the summer game mess. So we'll be back next week. Summer game mess. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you guys in the next video and our live stream. Time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.